This is a video follow-up for this Eufy security camera. This is a dual camera with no blind spot and power forever. What they mean by that is that you can charge the camera using the solar panel and the camera doesn't need to be connected to the power, right? It's a 3K resolution camera. I have the camera working here for some time and that's my honest opinion about it, all right? Let me just bring my cell phone here so you see the camera working. So the camera is back there on my balcony, okay? So with the cell phone, you can connect to the camera and you have the image here. As you can see, that's the name of the camera, office. I can see here the battery that's there. Also the connection with Wi-Fi and the image itself. When I click here, it just loads the image and I can see here there are two lenses, right? So if I just click and hold here and let it go, it's going to move to that direction. And here I see a wide angle and here a zoom angle, right? So it works pretty fine with that dual lenses. Let me just bring the camera back here so you see that it has dual lenses, right? So you have two lenses here. That's why it works like this, which is pretty good. Works pretty fine. So here basically, for example, when I'm using the camera, I can just work with the pen and tilt. So I move the camera to different directions here. When I click and hold, you see, there we go. So here, for example, if I just stop, you see that I have the image here with a wide angle and a closed angle here, right? So a close up, and it works pretty good. There's different ways to work with the camera. You can change this way. For example, if I come here to the video settings, I can change the video mode to single mode. Then I'm gonna have just one single image. There we go, it changed to a single image. And now when I zoom in, it's going to use the other lens. So that's the wide open angle with one lens. When I click here, 3x zoom, it's going to zoom in, but optically, which means it's going to use the other lens that the camera has. So it works pretty fine that way. It's not digital zoom, so there's no distortion. I prefer to use with the dual lenses because I can see the image at the same time. So usually I come back here on view mode and I use dual view here, which is pretty good, right? And it works pretty fine here. And I can also talk. There's this function here. If I press here, I can talk and somebody close to the camera can listen because there is a speaker there and also a microphone. Somebody close to the camera speaks there and I can listen here. So that's why I have this sound. When I just press here, I can hear what's coming from the camera right now. And I also can press here and start recording here on my cell phone. Then I have the recording back there on the camera and here as well. The camera has an internal memory, so you don't need to insert an SD card there. So it's pretty good. You just get the camera, put the camera to work, and it starts working without an SD card, right? Again, I just hold here and let it go. The camera positions itself to the point that I was pressing and holding. So it's pretty easy to work like this, right? You can also enable and disable alarms from here. So it's a audible alarm there. It's pretty loud. I'm not gonna do that because the neighbor is going to ask me what I'm doing. It's pretty loud and it works pretty fine. Okay, so pretty good. I can also come back here and check, let's say events, for example, if I have everything recorded. Let's say I want to check what I have recorded by event. I just take a look here in the calendar and I see that I have something here. So the camera basically detects motion. For example, human detection. You see here, there's this human here. So somebody back there and the camera just start following the person there. You see, so I see a wide angle and a closed angle here. So if I can identify this person there. So pretty good, works pretty fine, okay? So it's a good camera. I've been using this for a long time on my balcony. At first, I thought that I could not have sunlight enough there to charge the camera, but the camera works pretty good. So that's the camera that I'm using for some time. I like this one and I recommend it. You can get yours on Amazon.